Good afternoon, and thank you for being here today. Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar called for an urgent UN Security Council session after we saw the horrific footage last week of hostages Eviatar David and Rom Braslevsky in terrible conditions. Innocent souls who remain in Hamas terror tunnels. We will not allow them to be forgotten. We are honored to be joined today by Foreign Minister Sa'ar, who will deliver a statement here before addressing the Security Council.
Good afternoon. I came to the United Nations today because our hostages are still being starved and tortured by Hamas and Islamic Jihad in the dungeons of Gaza. I came here to put the issue of the hostages front and center on world stage. They cannot be forgotten. I came to call for the immediate and unconditional release of our hostages. On October 7th, Hamas committed evil crimes like the Nazis and ISIS did. They took 251 hostages into cruel captivity. 50 of them are still there. This past weekend, the world witnessed the cruel starvation of Eviatar David and Rom Braslevsky, tortured deliberately by Hamas and Islamic Jihad. The world saw their terrible condition, bones standing out in their skin like living skeletons. Eviatar was forced to dig his own grave. This is satanic. Hamas and Islamic Jihad used the starvation and torture as part of a deliberate and well-planned sadistic propaganda campaign. But the truth must be told. Israel facilitating huge amounts of aid into Gaza. No other country acts this way in war under such difficult circumstances. The world has been turned upside down. There are countries that acted also in this building to pressure Israel instead of Hamas during sensitive days in the negotiations by attacking Israel, campaigning against Israel, and their announcement on a recognition of the virtual Palestinian state. They gave Hamas free gifts and an incentive to continue this war. They directly assassinated the hostage deal and ceasefire. Let me be clear, these countries prolonged the war. Hamas is responsible for beginning this war by invading Israel and committing the October 7th atrocities. Hamas is also responsible for the continuation of this war by still refusing to release our hostages and lay down its arms. The international pressure must be on Hamas. Anything else only prolongs this war. Thank you.